How's it going, boys? Today we're gonna be talking about the only couple ways that you can make money at a casino. Yeah. So you can make money gambling essentially. How do you make money gambling? Now, when we talk about making money, I'm specifically talking about earning money and not winning money. There's a huge difference. Casinos want you to win money. Casinos don't want you to earn money. Despite what everybody says, oh, I want too much money, they ban me. It doesn't happen because casinos don't care if you're winning money. The only time a casino would ever care that you're winning money is probably because you want to bet a certain amount and that is uncomfortable for them. So what does this actually mean? It means that let's say if a casino is a smaller casino and you're betting, let's say, $10,000 a hand, you can get a lucky streak and win like, $1 million in a night. It happens. But if you won the money, if you won it, not earned it, they might still ban you just because their casino cannot handle that type of action because they only earn set amount of millions a year. And if you get too lucky in a too short amount of time, which can happen, because if you think about it, if you're betting $10 a hand, right, and then you win like $5,000, but instead of betting $10 a hand, you're betting 10,000. All of a sudden, people have won $10 to $5,000 before, but if you just increase it by, the same factor amount, but just more times, is 500 times. So 500 times 10,000 is $5 million. Okay, if you can go from $10 to 5,000, you can go from fucking 10,000 to 5 million. Okay, and a casino might earn only $5 million, like like average casino profit yearly. Let's just say how much they make a year, right? Okay, well, this is like everything. Profit of a casino. Average bit 17 reported revenue gambling. $72 million a year, I believe. We can search up like it's definitely not 12.9 billion. I don't think it is. Average casino earnings. Is there like a stat on how much they earn? Let's just search up like the a casino, like a smaller casino, like Niagara Falls View Casino yearly profit, right? Let's see how much they earn. Has earned 100. Let's see this. For housing two casinos since 2013. So in okay, well, this was since they were built, I believe. I want to make sure this is accurate as possible. So let's just look at how much they earn in 2022, or maybe let's just say 20. Okay, 20. Let's say 2019 because that was before. Wait, what the fuck? Is there like no stats on this, guys? What the fuck, man? All right, I don't know, but hey, you know what? $5 million is a fucking lot of money. All right, I don't care what you say, but they might not. They only, let's say they bring $5 million a month. Okay, whatever, right? They make 5 million a month, or even they make 10 million a month profit. I'm talking about profit, right? Not money goes in, but profit. So they have expenses too, right? They got rent, electricity, workers they gotta pay, water bill, fucking taxes from the government. So I'm talking about profit wise, they probably have less than 10 million a month profit, probably way less. And if you win 5 million the whole month, they basically fucking are there for no reason at all because they just lost money this month and they still gotta keep up those expenses. So the owners are not happy, you see. Now, gambling is a small edge, despite what everyone says. People think casinos cheat. They might cheat in some occasions, but most of the time they wouldn't risk it because it's really not worth it for them. Because they already have an innate edge. So, like slot machines, slots edge. it's about like, 98, 95% is like, there's an edge innately in the machine. There's no reason to cheat when you already profit guaranteed. Just like a roulette, right? If you look at a roulette wheel, there is a zero there for a reason. So when you bet on anything here, you get paid 35 to 1. And if you land on zero, you don't get paid anything. So if you bet on black and red, right, you get paid 50-50, but there's a zero there. And when it lands on zero, you lose the black and red bet. So statistically, it doesn't make sense because eventually it's going to land on the zero sometimes. And you're only going to get paid 50-50 for a not 50-50 chance because the zero makes it not 50-50. You are going to lose money, right? So it's designed in the game. They don't need to purposely cheat. The only reason why they would cheat is like some fishy casinos that don't want to pay out big money. Maybe they would cheat in that case. But most casinos, like especially the more reputable ones that get licensed and then they're regulated every day, people come and check, make sure every game is legit. They don't need to cheat. So they just want you to keep playing, right? If you bet $1, $10, they want you to keep betting that amount over and over and over and over again. And then just like continually bet, and then throughout time, you are going to lose money. What they don't want is for a guy who's hella stack, he bets like $25,000 a hand. He plays for like 5 minutes and he wins up like 200K because he gets a lucky streak in blackjack or baccarat and he cuts, right? They don't want players like that. They want them to sit there for like 5 hours drinking beers, fucking betting here and there. They want those type of people. They don't want people betting big money because they do want people to bet big money, but they want people to bet a certain way more importantly than how big they bet. Because when they are betting bigger money, like if they're betting $10 versus 100 versus 1,000, they want them to bet 100 and 1,000 because, when you're betting more, you also can lose more. You can also win more, but you're more likely to lose more. So they do want that, but they don't want it high enough so where they're uncomfortable. Like some people bet like $50,000 a hand to $100,000 a hand. Some of these really high limit players like Dana White and people like that. If you're betting really high and you get a lucky streak and you have a hard limit, like you're not a degen that's just like when you're up like 500K, you keep playing to lose it all back. When you're up and you just leave and you go to the next casino, right? You don't always come back to the same one. If you start switching, then hey, maybe you take all our money and lose it to the other casino. But hey, in your career, you lost money gambling. But for that casino, they got fucking shot on that day. So that's the risk they can't take. And nobody knows when the next roulette spin is gonna be. So it could literally go on black like 8 times in a row. And if you start with like 50K and you're betting 50K a spin, let's say they let you bet 100K spin. You start betting 100K on black. You fucking, you're up 800K. Holy shit, that's a lot of money, right? They can't afford to lose that in one night. They probably don't make that much in a whole night. So you basically took their entire profit for the entire fucking day. And yeah, that's crazy. So they wouldn't let you do that. And, so they have a table limit for that reason. But besides that, there's really no way they will ban you. And I just realized this video is going on for quite a long time. So I'm probably going to make it a 2-part video. So I guess the first video is just for anyone confused about like, casinos and why they limit players for winning and earning. So earning is fully skill, is based on like you don't have to bet a lot, but you have an edge over the casino. And there are a couple of things to do that, which I'll explain in the next video. So this is going to be part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the everything below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.